Okay, so we're gonna do our banded deadlift. So I thought since this is a home exercise, let's film it while we're at home, okay? So the key is, let's start off with going through what a squat is. So a squat is where you have your feet about hip width apart and you're dropping your hips down as low as you can go. Obviously my pregnant belly is making it a bit hard and you're coming up like so. A hinge, on the other hand though, is focusing on driving the hips back and forth. So a squat, you're gonna feel your quads a lot more, whereas in a hinge, it's gonna be a lot more hamstrings, glutes. You're gonna have your lower back and your upper back engaged in this exercise. So it really is a good full body exercise. So starting off taking your band, okay? You are going to step your foot into one side like so, okay? Then you're going to step on the band with the other foot, once again about hip width apart, maybe slightly wider. And then after, you're gonna take the band and you are going to wrap it back around that first foot. Then you're gonna have this band here, like so. You're gonna see there, that's gonna be your tension. It's as if you're holding a bar, as if you're holding a dumbbell. That's what's gonna create the tension. So, we're gonna start off standing up tall, hip width apart, okay? You're gonna inhale, and then just exhale, drive your hips back. So think of like you're trying to close a car door with your bum, and you're gonna have not your knees completely bent, but just like a slight bend in your knee, as you can see there, so that they're not completely locked out, okay? Then from there, you're gonna bend down till you reach the floor, okay? And in this case, reaching your band, okay? If you were doing this with a bar, it would be slightly raised off the floor, okay? So we hinge our hips back and then we bend our knees until we reach the floor, okay? Then from here, I like to pull the band apart like so, okay? The reason for this is by pulling the band, I'm creating a bit of tension in my upper back and my lats, which is what we want engaged during a deadlift, okay? So I'm coming down, I'm pulling that band, okay? Then I'm going to inhale, fill my back, fill my stomach up with air, and on the exhale, I'm gonna focus on pulling my pelvic floor, my lower abs, and I'm gonna drive those hips all the way up till they're fully locked out. And then I'm gonna inhale, release, bring the hips back. So inhale, hips come back, and then bend the knees, and then exhale, core, pelvic floor, and driving the hips all the way back up. So I'm gonna do some reps out talking. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And then obviously if you wanna make this harder, you can then grab like a second one of the band strands. Inhale, exhale, and immediately that adds a load more tension without adding, without taking a heavier band. And then of course you can add a band, go for a heavier band and so forth. So just really quickly, I'm gonna have the camera filming my feet. So step in, step on the band, band over the foot, and then we hold like that to come up. And then to add tension, you can keep grabbing the extra bands to make it harder.